snitching, right? And I'm gonna show you how a lot of people put emotion over logic. This is gonna be a great example of that, right? That was a question. Am I even recording? Hold up, let me make sure I'm recording. Am I recording? That's the thing. This shit might not be recording. Okay, I am recording, I think. Okay, so back to the thing. The question that BBN Jack Frost asked. He said if 6ix9ine only gets on the stand to point fingers or tell on the people that violated him, that robbed him and kidnapped him, would he still be snitching? And I answered it, and I'm gonna show you where people throw emotion in things instead of just looking at things in a logical reason. And you're gonna understand what I mean before. My answer was if 6ix9ine gets on the stand and only say who kidnapped him, yes, I believe he's still snitching. Because allegedly his abductors are in the same organization as he. Whatever oath he took with the organization prohibits one from talking against other members. So the reasoning is actually even more personal and detailed than just you in that life, so you don't snitch on who and what situations happen in that life. Because, some people have that definition. Some people will tell you, oh, if you do a crime with someone, you get caught with them, you tell on the people you did the crime with, that's snitching. Other people say, oh, if you just in the gang gangster life and you tell on someone else in the gang gangster life, that's snitching. But I even, specify that it's not even that detailed. No. If the people that robbed him, whether no matter what their intentions were for robbing him, screwing his baby mama, whatever, if the people that did all that are in the same organization that he is or was, that he took an oath to, then yes, if he points them out and tells on them in court, it is snitching. And then somebody replied, you are basically saying you can't snitch on other members, but allowed to smash your own member baby mama, rob, kidnap your own member. And that's what I'm talking about. This person who responded, it's my belief that they put emotion into it. I just gave a logical answer. My answer is 2 plus 2 equals 4. Those are the rules in accordance to what snitching is defined as. If you're telling on other people that are in that same organization that took that same oath as you not to tell on other members and you tell on them, yes, that means you snitched on them. I'm not even saying whether one should snitch in that case or not. I mentioned nothing about that. I put no moral impetus on this. I'm just literally giving the logical deduction of you know the rules of snitching in accordance to this situation. You see what I mean? They're putting emotion on it. Oh, you can't snitch on other members. They smashed your baby mama. They robbed you. They kidnapped their own member. So what? You're still snitching on them. There was no frequency of good or bad that I attached to it. I was just giving a cold definition of it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just interesting, how some people like rock out. And someone else says, if someone is over the age of 15 and still screaming they're in a gang or organization, then I feel bad for them because it means they are emotionally and mentally stunted. Okay, could be. But yeah, it's just funny how some people think you can't snitch on other members. But no, I mean, I didn't say that he can't snitch on them. All I said is that it is snitching. See, that's an example of an emotional response as well. I'm not saying that at all. They said I'm basically saying you can't snitch on other members, but allow the motherfucker could snitch on as many members as they want. They could break oaths right and left. I gave no opinion of my own of how I feel about that or any moral compass on whether they can or cannot do that. I was just giving the cold definition of what snitching was and how it would be snitching in this case, which was the question that the dude Jack Frost asked. I might even be able to cite it because it was near the beginning of the stream. That's just funny. Funny how some people's minds work. Yeah, it's right around here. 42. Yeah, 40.
Money paper was out, meaning that the government accepts him to testify to. No, Tekashi didn't testify yet. Don't come in here saying weird shit, right? I'm gonna kick you again. Matter of fact, I'm not gonna kick you this time. Learn your lesson. Don't come in here and try to do propaganda. This ain't that type of room. Now, Fonz G, I'm pretty sure you're gonna, the next thing that come out of your mouth is gonna be reason to kick you.
Take a look.
I'm pretty sure you're gonna say some stupid shit next. Do it if you wish.
My dude, Lord's up.
You can do whatever you want.
Tend to fuck up logic and objectivity.
You can do whatever you want.
Heavy, but still can make it out well enough. Oh, word, yeah, it's kind of clipping. Yeah, this phone is kind of like a secondary weak joint. So let's see if he's gonna ask the question. Yeah. So, oh, you saying you can't snitch? Nah, I ain't say you what you can or can't do with snitching. I just gave the definition of what snitching is in accordance to what this dude asked.
Anyway,
I'm trying to find it.
He can't plead the fifth. Somebody say he can plead the fifth. If he plead the fifth, the government is gonna hit him with the Alcatraz bags. I don't really feel no way. I don't really want to weigh in on this. I don't really want to weigh in like this, but somebody just said, EOS said, BBN Network, have you seen this narrative going around the media about 6IX9INE and Shotty situation and how Shotty was the victim in that? I don't know. What do y'all think about that? You think Shotty was the victim? You do not think Shotty was the victim.
That's a hard one.
Let's have a quick vote.
Oh, that's Jack Frost. You can find him on the BBN Network. Just search BBN Network and it'll pop up. He does like hip-hop commentary and news reporting and stuff. Personally, I think he's pretty good. You know, he really, you know, boots on the ground with it. He's not just like always sitting at the computer.
I didn't see the Shotty interview. Somebody said Shotty's interview was touching, but he admitted knowing he handled shit wrong. Shout out.
I find this one particular part.
So take that into consideration that there's also still an ongoing case somewhere out there where there's still people out there in the trenches helping the government as far as with matters that.
Might be right here.
No, they're gonna be like the defense attorney's gonna be like Christmas. The freaking DA, everybody in the pews, the freaking the people that's there to make sure that the you know the defendants don't go berserk and kill somebody. Everybody gonna roll their eyes. That dude talk about he pleaded the fifth.
Played by half.
They told that man they was gonna give him 47 years. You ain't think he was gonna talk?
Oh shit, for the couple people watching, and I'm asked the same question Jack Frost asked. What do y'all think? If 6IX9INE, because I believe his actual testifying starts later today on Tuesday. Monday was just jury selection. So I believe the official testifying starts as early as today. So if 6IX9INE, right, because allegedly he's supposed to testify against the people that allegedly kidnapped him, you know, that supposedly grabbed him up in a car, tried to rob him for his jewels and stuff. If the entirety of what he does in his him did it case, if the entirety of his him did it, of him pointing the finger at someone, is to tell on the people that kidnapped and robbed him, do y'all think that is considered snitching? I'm just gonna throw one little caveat in there. The people that allegedly robbed him are in the same organization. I don't know if that cut off. Yeah, the people that allegedly robbed him are in the exact same Treyway organization that he is or was in. So I do have to add that part. So what do y'all think? Is that snitching? I refuse to answer on the grounds I may incriminate myself. So many peeps have profited by that word. It's funny, you say, oh, I plead the fifth. Okay.
They told him they were going to give
Your Honor, he pleads the fifth. Okay, let him out. That's cool.
47 years. He's 22.
It's crazy how people put emotion in stuff like this. You know, just like that answer I just went over that someone asked. Like someone else is doing that in another chat room. All I said is that, yeah, he's gonna be snitching. And they're trying to like say like I'm saying something wrong. Well, what would you do if you got caught with this? That's not the it's not a matter of what would I do. I'm just pointing out the technicality of him snitching. You know what I'm saying? They talking about whether he should tell or whether he shouldn't. The decision making should have started when he had the opportunity, be it coercion or not, to join that organization. Or at the latest, when it came to the part of joining that organization where they had him take the oath or propose that he take the oath to never tell on his fellow gang members or organization members if yada yada ever goes down, that was his last ditch opportunity to say, you know what, I just may not be built for this. So you know what, thank you, but no thanks. I'm gonna have to pass on that 31-second beatdown. I'm good. That was the time where you were supposed to make your decision that would not get you locked up for 40 plus years, for 47 years. You know? Fine, all right. He's got caught in the jam and he's gonna tell to save his ass. I understand the reasoning for it. I'm just saying the most calculated and best decision beneficial for him to not do 47 years was mostly at the time when they were asking him to take that oath to never snitch. Because sure, he'll get out of doing the severe time and everything, but he's gonna be in danger for the rest of his life. Which I hate to say it, but it might not be that long a period because it's a warranted danger. He's gonna have to go on witness protection. He's not gonna be able to just come out and rap like everything's good. People asking, oh, could he still make music? Da-da-da. Arguably he can, sure. But this man is worried about his family currently. He's trying to have spend all the little money he has on security for his families and everything right now. So if he's going through those, motions to make sure his family are good, what do you think he's gonna do for himself if or when he's back on the streets? You know what I'm saying? He's gonna go hiding. I predict that if he does make music, he's gonna move and do it overseas. Let's see. I thought Omerta was just in the actual mafias, not street gangs, whose membership turns over a few times every generation. I mean, I'm not a member myself in any of them things, but yeah, they take an oath. Yeah, you can still make music. Alright, Nick's the touring and promoting though. Yeah, he can make some safe house music. He can start a record, Safe House Records. Just make safe house music. You can talk about being in the safe house. You got people talk about being in the trap house. Fuck it, it's that new shit. I'm in the safe house, kid. In Germany. But yeah, people are like, oh, well, so you saying he shouldn't? So I did not saying whether he should or shouldn't do anything. Or the most I ever said was that, the most beneficial period of you of making a decision that will not do you time was when you joined the gang that if you get caught up in some shit, it could have you facing doing time. Like you kind of limited your safe options. It's either do mad time or get out and be in danger. You know what I'm saying? You could have been safe by not joining that crew. He was a young dude, like 22 years old, but he's still old enough to, he's old enough to know the vibes. Definitely. Safe House Mafia, word. I think there would also be a vow not to fuck each other over. You know what, Loss? And I've actually done like videos on stuff like this too. Now this is where I am gonna get more into like personal opinion. The screen went black. I don't know if it was still recording. This is where I am now. Now I'm going to get into how I personally feel about it, because everything else I was saying was just cold logic. You know what I mean? But I totally agree with you. There should be laws in the gang to not fuck each other over, and there may be, but the fact that the snitching thing is on such a high pedestal of a moral compass above other things, like there were members allegedly trying to kill other members in this organization, and you don't hear anybody complaining or shaming the alleged players involved about that. And in my personal opinion, that is way worse. That is way worse. Because we're talking about people that allegedly tried to kill other members over stupid shit like money or the direction that this person's going or that. At least with the snitching shit, is like, all right, your life is going to be definitely ruined if you don't. So it's kind of like your back is against the wall. But for a brother to turn on his brother over some like stupid shit, I don't know, that just seems way more foul. And I totally agree. I think that should be like the top no-no. You know what I'm saying? It seems like snitching is the top no-no, but perfect example, Alpo. Bigger violation to do that, bro. I agree, yo. I'll give Alpo as a perfect example. You know, you may be familiar with him, Harlem drug dealer, told on some people in DC and got locked up. Everyone's talking about, oh, he snitched, he snitched. When people talk bad about Alpo, it's always or usually about him snitching. But at the same time, he also allegedly killed a whole lot of people, including his own partner and homeboy. Allegedly. I'm gonna be throwing that allegedly word around because, you know. So, to me, that's way worse. His sanctity of life was like so low. He killed his own man, and that allegedly was over a money dispute as well. But no, the snitching, he snitched. Oh, how could he? Shame. Like, that's the thing that he's, you know, his reputation is tarnished over. Not catching bodies. You know. So, yeah, we're eye to eye on that. I totally feel you on that, you know. So, yeah, yo. Yeah, I think that's like you said, it's a way bigger violation. You're violating the entire life. I mean, if you're snitching on someone, all right, you're sending someone to jail, but they get to live. You take the life of another man, his children from his father, or his father from his children, and everything like that. That's a definite elimination. Somebody go to jail, they can get appeals, they can get out, they're still alive. You know what I mean? You eliminate someone's life. Yet that's like whatever. Sometimes motherfuckers don't get praised for that. You know, oh, he a real nigga, he kills people. What? Like, our world is so backwards. You know what I mean? The things that we as a whole herald sicken me. I don't know too much about them. Just tales around the campfire type stuff, and you gotta always take those with a grain of salt. Yeah, death is a finality, exactly. Oh, it sounded crazy. What up, Ted? Yeah, I don't know. It sounded like underwater, robotic, choppy. Let me unmute the mic. I'll probably be able to hear it. Okay. Yeah, it sounded kind of ass cheeks. I was just testing this shit out, and I'm about to end it and probably fall asleep on this little show I'm watching and shit. You know what I mean? Oh shit. The phone goes out. I don't know if when the screen goes black, I think it freezes it. But yeah, I said I'm about to dip. I'm about to fall asleep on this little show and shit. So rant over. Mostly in and out. Yeah. Yeah, this is just because I'm doing this on like this backup phone. I pretty much just did this because I had this backup phone charged. I was like, oh, let me see if the Streamlabs live thing works. That was pretty much it. But yeah, 6ix9ine allegedly begins testifying in court a few hours from now. You know what I mean? I was actually thinking of going over there because it's in Manhattan. I could sleep for like 3 hours, get up and go there in person and check it out. But I ain't doing that shit. I just watch it on BBN. He'll have the scoop. All right. So yeah, I'll catch y'all good peoples later. Let's see. Streamlabs. All right. Peace.